The Bears are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter. All right, now that the pick's in, the Steelers. Adam, what can you tell us about that? Okay, so the Jennings just been picked up. Adam, what's the latest? The Jets going with Dixon here. Adam Schefter has the inside scoop on Wells now.
When I asked Matt Miller about his combine, the look on his face summed it up well: disappointment. He told me the lack of explosiveness had him and other scouts very worried. His combine numbers were among the lowest across the board for linebackers. The biggest concern was his struggle to change directions quickly. In today's league, you need to be able to cover athletic tight ends and backs out of the backfield, and because that's a problem for him, he may only be out there on first and second downs. It'll be interesting to see how this team utilizes him.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Redskins are going with Goodwin here.
A wide receiver in college plagued by drop passes at the most inopportune times. Here's a guy that had vanished off just about every mock draft in existence until his decision to move to defensive back. He's a talented athlete who runs exceptional routes and has great speed, with one source telling me if he could catch, he would have been one of the top 4 wide receivers taken in this draft. Several scouts I talked to love his offensive knowledge and are excited as to how that could translate to play recognition and pass defense. This team is getting a very raw defensive talent with this pick, but with patience, it could have something special.
The Vikings are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about the Giants' newest player?
As aggressive as a defensive lineman as you will find, here's a guy who plays with reckless abandon in his quest to bring down an opposing quarterback. Many I talk to point to this mentality as the reason why he ended up with a ruptured pectoral muscle and cracked sternum, ending his college career. A tendo Achilles allograft reconstruction was needed to repair the pectoral and graft it back into place. Procedure typically takes 12 to 18 months to return from, yet he was able to achieve medical clearance in just 7. What remains to be seen, however, is if his all-out style of play will have changed at all, knowing that an aggravation of the injury likely means an end to his career. Fans of the team should not be surprised if we see a much more passive version of him come this fall. The special shoulder pads he'll need to wear to protect the area could slow him down by themselves.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. Now that the Texans have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more.
Many draft experts speculated that the rigors of his college career were catching up with him and that his struggles were a result of playing through several nagging injuries and not an issue of talent drop-off. After some time off, he impressed with his raw numbers at the Combine, giving more than one GM confidence that his series of struggles was nothing to worry about. He'll likely be given the opportunity to challenge for the starting spot, making him someone to keep a close eye on throughout training camp and the preseason.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.